Hi. I'm at Reynolds, hopefully, right now, not blowing an interview, and hopefully y'all are having a good time in that wonderful windowless room. Um, and I bet you're all just waiting on the edge of your seats for me to bore you to death. That's my part of the presentation. Book I'm doing is Catch-22. That's my part. That's what I contributed. I really like Catch-22 because it's anti-bureaucratic. I really like Catch-22 because it's a very human book. It's the only book that ever made me cry, and simultaneously it's also the funniest book I've ever read. The narrative structure is pretty difficult, and I thought of a strategy for getting through that would be for students to keep track of the chronology by keeping track of the mission numbers. And that way they could keep events ordered. And this way they could better understand the text. Another strategy that I liked was the 4Cs, and the two aspects that I really liked of that were connections and challenges, so that students are encouraged to challenge the book. They're encouraged to have a divergent opinion, and then they're also encouraged to connect it to their own life and to think about it in these ways. And I really like that. It's very important to me not to just treat students like they're a number, so much so, one score. The unit will culminate in an essay, bring in supplemental material to help them sketch that out so they can draw from multiple sources and compare them. One of them was Fog of War, which has McNamara's life story, right? He's a war statistician. He's the ultimate evil bureaucrat. And it's a brilliant documentary. Came out in 2003, and he just goes through his life, and he talks about all the mistakes that he made. And it's wonderful. It's very candid. Another thing I wanted to bring in was W.H. Audin's The Unknown Citizen. I really liked that poem, and I think it directly related to the subject of Catch-22. And I don't know, I toyed with the idea of including Top Gun or not, like scenes from Top Gun. I don't know if it would fit. It's like one of those things, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It's a plane movie. It's the best plane movie. It's a ridiculous plane movie. It's a totally different perspective than Catch-22. Like, it'll fit, because it won't fit. That's exactly why it'll fit. I don't know. But if I can work in Top Gun, I don't think I could. But if I could, I would, if the opportunity presents itself. But it probably won't. I don't know, I was just really disturbed today. One of my students told me they never saw Top Gun, and it's been on my mind. It's really sad, it's really tragic. So anyway, I've probably wasted enough of your life. Common Core State Standards. I think it was CCSS.W.1112 or 11-12 dot. I don't know. Anyways, it's the writing one. Where they talk about introducing precise claims and everything that comes after. Like write a good essay. Standard. That one. And speaking and listening, because it's good to listen to. And I think that was also reading standard, of course, because you're reading a book. So of course you can stretch any reading standard to what you need for your unit, and depending on the level, this is something I've been thinking about, is scaffolding students with worksheets into the essay formats, where you break down each part of, say, like the body paragraph, but you do so in a worksheet, so it's almost pre-made, that the evidence that they have, that the worksheets to accompany readings, that flows into the essay, and so that they're basically given frameworks to write an essay. Just thinking about these things, I don't know. This year is just kind of overwhelming here at the end. Anyway, hope you're all having a good time.